Hey guys, so today I'm actually going to be sharing with you my favorite products from 2014. Everything is going to be in this big Lush bag right here. I'll try and keep it like as organized as possible. Okay, so the very first thing is this Too Faced chocolate bar palette. I almost forgot what it was called. This is probably one of my favorite palettes from last year, just because I feel like there's a lot of great colors in here, matte and shimmer. They're very, very pigmented. They blend really well together, and I honestly think this is worth the money. And then we also have the Naked palette here, and I have had this for a few years now. I always go back to it though. It's just one of those palettes that I have in my collection that's like a staple, you know, like one that you can always rely on. It's the reliable palette. Is this bothering you guys being here? I hope not. I gotta reach in here and grab my stuff. Okay, so what is, okay, yeah. So here are the other two palettes I want to talk to you guys about. This one I actually made myself. This has all Makeup Geek shadows in here. And pretty much it looks like the chocolate bar palette, except they're all Makeup Geek shadows. So I have like light shadows, dark shadows, medium shade shadows, lots to choose from. You could also make a really good look out of this. But yeah, Makeup Geek is definitely one of my favorites when it comes to eyeshadows because they're on the cheaper side. And then I also have this one here. It's from e.l.f. I recently picked this one up and I actually used it today for my eyeshadows. 18 shadows in here. You have lots of shimmer, not as much matte, but the matte shades that they do have are really, really nice. Like these two here are probably my favorite from the palette. What I actually like to do with the lighter shadows is put them right in the center of the lid. So I'll like work with a dark smoky eye, and then at the very end I'll pick one light shadow that I really like and I'll just put it right on the center of the lid. And I think it helps to make the eyes look wider and brighter, a little bit more dimension, so it's not like so flat looking. That's what I like to do. But yeah, love this palette too. Nice and affordable. So that was it for the palettes. I'm gonna move on now to blush and bronzer. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody who does a beauty favorites video for 2014 said something about the YOUuu bronzer. This was really, really popular, and for good reason. It's like a really nice bronzer shade that anyone can use. Like if you have lighter skin tone, you can use it to contour. If you have darker skin tone, you can use it to just add some color to your face. So then we also have this, since we're talking about benefit, might as well talk about this one too. It's the Dallas blush. It has become my favorite blush I've ever used in my entire life. It gives that nice subtle glow, and I just really love that. So best blush ever right here. My favorite drugstore blushes, I guess, would have to be the L'Oreal ones. I just think they're really nice. This one has, oh my god! It's not glued in very well, so it just fell out. Wow. Anyways, I would say this one's like a corally light peachy shade. It's a lot different than Dallas blush from Benefit. Yeah, I like this just to, you know, be able to change it up every now and then. And this is in Innocent Flush. So I have to talk about these two from Too Faced. I love this bronzer here. I know I told you guys I use YOUuu, but I mainly use YOUuu just to warm up my face. I'll use this to contour because it's a more darker, really deep brown shade. And you guys can see I'm gonna be finished with this pretty soon. I use this on a daily basis. Very sparingly though. I'll use like a pointed brush. Where is it? Where even is it? It is the Lace FBO3. It has like a point to it, so when you apply it, it'll go right into the hollows of the cheekbones. And then this is the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation. I don't use this as a foundation alone. I actually use this over top of my foundation to give that flawless airbrushed look. It's not a stark white shade, so you can literally wear it under your eyes, down here, on your nose, on your forehead, on your chin. This is something you can keep in your bag, on the go with you for touch-ups. Also really love this bronzer as well. This is the one that I've been using on an everyday basis all the time. Best drugstore bronzer, I think, in my opinion. It's very similar to the YOUuu bronzer. I think that's why I like it. So this is the BB Beauty Balm Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. And I think if you're gonna go and buy stuff at Physicians Formula, definitely buy their powder products, like their blushes, their powder foundations, their bronzers, because that is like their forte. I feel like it's like their best products. Sorry, my hair is annoying the crap out of me today. For lashes, there was two that I really loved. This is VELOUR, and it's in, what was this? I can't remember the name, but I just absolutely love these lashes. They're perfect for my size eyes. I don't ever have to like trim them, which I hate doing, and I also feel like it just kind of enhances any eye look that you do. You could even just wear them alone and they'll look so pretty. Ardell, and this is in Natural 122. They have a really thin band, so they're easy to apply. The lashes are like long, pretty, but like at the same time they're still really natural looking. I do usually have to trim them a little bit just because my eyes are so small, but for the most part these are really, really nice lashes, and I get them every time I go to the drugstore. There was only 2 primers that I was really into for 2014. This one here is the Professional, which is my favorite out of the 2. It just smooths out my entire face. That way it's all one level, and then when I apply my foundation and all the other products on top of it, it just gives that nice flawless airbrushed effect. And I do notice a difference when I don't use this. Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. It's not the same as the Benefit Professional, but it's pretty close. Just a little bit more of a greasy type of consistency. This is Oilatum. You can just get this on Amazon. And funny story is the reason why I got this was because Jessie J posted a picture of her with this all over her face, and she was using it as a mask, and she said, I have really, really dry skin. This has really helped, you know, especially since I've been traveling a lot. And I was like, okay, well, if Jessie J likes it, then I'm probably gonna like it. So I went ahead and picked it up on Amazon, and it turns out that I did really like it. I've never used it as a mask before because I feel like there's not a lot in here. I don't want to waste it like all over my face like that. I just use it very sparingly right before I apply my foundation, and it just makes everything glide on so much nicer. Definitely a must-have for prepping the skin before makeup. Next up is mascaras. I have 3 to show you guys that I was really into. This first one is Too Faced Better Than Sex. The reason I like this one so much is because when the product comes out, it comes out like a big glob, like all over the mascara wand. And I know you guys are probably like, why do you like it if it does that? But I like when my mascara wand has a lot of product on it. It helps to really thicken them up and give like that nice volume to them. So that's why I like this. And then what I use to lengthen them and to really define them is this mascara. It's the Voluminous Miss Manga from L'Oreal. This is the best drugstore mascara ever in my opinion. And I use this in unison. I use this with this at the same time. Well, not at the same time. This one first, this one second. And then I let my lashes dry, and then I'll usually go on with another one of this. Then for the bottom lashes, I like the Lash Accelerator from Rimmel. The bristles are really hard, so when you apply the mascara to the lower lashes, you can really get every single one, and it helps to just define them in a nice way without creating the raccoon eye look. For my eyebrows, I've only really been using 2 products. This is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Sculptor in Brunette, and I just apply it like this, shape out my brows, and then I use this little brush, which is a genius, absolutely genius. I use this tiny little brush that's on the end of the cap to blend everything out in the inner corner of my eyebrow. On the outer part of my eyebrow, to make it look more defined, I usually have to use a little bit of this. It's the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This is in dark brown, and I'll just take like a little angle brush, dip it in there, and apply it to the eyebrow. What's nice about this is that for me, I feel like it's pretty waterproof. I wore this in the ocean one time, and my eyebrows stayed on, and I was really impressed. So if you're gonna go somewhere where you're worried about like sweating or getting wet or something like that, definitely use this right here because your eyebrows will stay on. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I am sorry I wasn't able to put in more products in here. I'm sure this video will be really long anyways, but my battery is dying, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a part 2 if you guys are interested on lip glosses, lipsticks, chapsticks, and also foundations. Basically all the liquid products. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you want that, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!